Hey, everybody out there in TV land, and welcome in, Ram, hitting us up with the first. If you ain't first, you're last. Wonderful to see you in chat. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. This is day three of a full month of streams. Yo, the big O, good to see you, bud. Hope you're having what's today? Tuesday? Terrific Tuesday. Um, yeah, bud. Yeah. We just we're gonna start our climb. Day two of the new season. We ended last night's stream at 75.6. Haven't had a chance to play yet, so we're picking up right where we left off. Alves. Oh, you won't be able to say long, but I'm so happy you came in to say hello. Thanks for the good luck. Really appreciate having you and seeing you, Alves. Marks, Tuesday indeed. Yeah, it is a Tuesday. Had to think about it for a moment. We didn't have work on Monday. It's a um, federal holiday in the U.S. and kind of forgot about all that. Let me see here. Do I want to kind of do this? Yeah, I think I need to be behind the song and behind chat. There we go. Fix that up. Wednesday for you, Alves. Ooh, coming in from the future. No wonder you won't be able to stay. It's kind of hard to time travel. Good to have you in. Happy Wednesday to you. Wonderful Wednesday to you, Alves. Rest of us here Tuesday. A 4-day work week for a lot of Americans, which just typically boils down to doing 5 days worth of work in four. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it. Royal Master, good to see you in chat. Hello. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. So yeah, we stopped off at 75.6. That's where we ended last night's stream. And I reckon, guys, let's just go ahead and clear out some of these red dots. I've got so many red dots. Let's see if we can get rid of a couple of them. First off, let's pick up our season pass card, Zabu. There we go. I don't know. Maybe I was going to find it in the collection track by luck. No, I just haven't been in here yet. Get our credits, a couple of boosters. Ooh, a free one that's for gold. Credits. There we go, some Zabu boosters. Mystery variant. All right, let's see what we get early on, right at 7. Ooh, sports multiple man. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. More boosters. Get a title. That is a loincloth. Tokens. Gold. Ooh, Curlmaster. 1 card left in pool 3, and it's Agatha. That's either like the luckiest you could have been, or the worst luck, right? Because there's only one way to play an Agatha deck, and that's with Agatha. So if you've been itching to try that deck out, if you've been itching to play around with her, you haven't been able to. But if you're not, then it's a dead card, right? You don't put Agatha in much else other than an Agatha deck. All right, let's pick up our iron credits, pick up our bronze boosters. This is all stuff that we got just from being infinite last time and starting at 70. Platinum, another variant. All right, 2 variants for the start of the stream. Ooh, Moon Girl. I like this Moon Girl variant too. I see it a lot, but yeah, that's a nice one. I like that. More credits. More halfway to Omega. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're here for. Climbing up to Omega. I just realized I am still listed as Infinite Misplays in my title. We're going to fix that. We talked about it all stream yesterday. Vibranium. And I did not update it. Oh, yeah, good for farming boosters for sure. Yeah, because she just soaks in all those boosters. So you're guaranteed to be able to upgrade an Agatha. All right. I'm going to start it and I'm going to go get my water because I'm just realizing I'm missing it. Almost Omega Gamers. We're going to get it. Let's go. That's the goal for tonight's stream. We'll see if we can get there. Let's start it up and I'm going to just go get a water. Alrighty, chat. What's our turn one look like? A bunch of squirrels? A bunch of miserable squirrels? We'll take it. We'll take it. I almost want to play Lizard mid, but with Central Park, it's just too easy to fill a lane, so I'm not going to take that risk. Cool super flow. Very cool super flow. Oh man, if they would have pulled Squirrel over and given me super flow, dude, Bost is really good. Bost, Bast, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce her name. But Marks, it's a fun card. I enjoy it. Alright, we do nothing on turn 4 and then like we retreat on turn 5, I think. I mean, all we have is like some basic shulks and that's it. Just some basic old She-Hulks. Yeah, see, they're going to fill this up. I mean, we are too, aren't we? Oh no, they zeroed it. Okay, that was a smart move on their behalf. All right, we'll see about this. I'm not feeling good about this. When they snap, we're out of here. I mean, maybe we've got a chance, but you know that Professor X is coming down, right? Either that or the Hobgoblin. A little strange they've taken this long to play. Maybe our opponent doesn't have anything. Oh, guys, I don't know if you heard. Ben Brode announced on Twitter, we're getting a patch tomorrow. There is going to be a patch tomorrow. It's not going to come with battle mode, unfortunately. They're holding on to that for later in the season. But we are going to see some kind of patch. And I imagine there's got to be some kind of meta shake 'em ups or balances in there somewhere. The goat mug for sure. I like it. I like it. Sometimes it's got clear water in it. Sometimes it's a bunch of beer. Oh, we get Spoodermanned. Okay. Goodbye, leader. We'll see, DeBigo. We'll see. But yeah, I'd have to imagine there's some kind of balance changes to be had. I'm going to take the 50-50 on it. I'm going to take the 50-50. There we go. There we go. We're just going to let our opponent leave. It's a versatile mug. Absolutely, Cruel Master. Absolutely. All right, 75.7. Already starting to climb. Yeah, best 50-50, right? Interesting. All right, so we've got Lizard and Maximus. So we've got our early game. The question is, what's our late game look like? And now with Mindscape, it sure as heck don't look like Black Panther's Zola. We might still be hitting Black Panther down with Shuri, but we ain't gonna be able to use that Zola for nothing. Give me an armor. You won't do it. Where'd this come from? Yeah, interesting. You run Daredevil in your Agent 13 deck? Positions of the locations do not matter. I don't understand why Agent 13 is in this guy's deck. But I guess that's not our place to understand. It is our place to beat him. Alright, so we know our last draw is shot bet. They have 7 cards in hand. Hopefully one of them's Death. And they don't get a chance to play Death. What CL was I when I finished Series 3? I think I was right under 3,000 marks, if I remember correctly. I think it was like 28. We could have a 30 power Red Skull. They get a Taskmaster. This is going to be like a 10 power. That's actually really scary for us. This is 16 power. I don't know. I think we have to go the 30 power route.
I am Iron Man.
They Iron Man on left. They left Deadpool on the board. Of course they did. Why wouldn't they leave Deadpool on the board? Wow, and they gave us Killmonger? So we can just clean that lane completely? The Big O didn't finish Series 3 until about 3,000? Yeah. I think around like 27 to 32 is how you can expect it, depending on how lucky you are. Now, I know some folks, they got in so early before the collection track was refactored, some of the really early beta guys, so they finished much later. At least on the collection track. Not necessarily in time. I mean, I think it's just Chavez, ain't it? I don't know. Killmonger's so spicy here. It just destroys all these guys, but then gives power to everything else, which I don't really want to do. 3, 4, that's 7. I kind of think it's just Chavez. $3,001 with just a card left. Ooh, Cruel Master. All right, I'm just gonna lay the Chavez. I don't think the Killmonger's good. Wait, what? Maybe the Killmonger was good, but why would you eat your Iron Man? Interesting. All right, 2 more cubes. I don't think I agree with that play at all. I mean, I guess on one hand, the logical conclusion was that I would give up on the Iron Man lane, so they didn't need all that power, but that was bananas. Ooh, Herald of Galactus up against a last season Infinite player. We've changed ours to Ego Take the Will. Oh my goodness, last card being Wong to Big O. That's painful. Because Wong is a, well, yeah, it's painful. You want to kind of get Wong early in the collection level. Oh, we're up against Zabu. Before people like are really worried about him. Because now, like, a simple Cosmo just shuts down Wong immediately. So it's kind of hard to get use out of Wong, thanks to how easy he is to shut down and see. I really don't think I want them to be super flowing. Yeah, Cruel Master, that'd be cool. If they announced cards moving down in pools, but I get this feeling that we won't see anything move there until February. I'm not necessarily happy about. Thor and Wong are your last 2 cards. Yeah, Thor's a fun card. Not necessarily like I mean, he's just a good card. He's just a good card. There's a couple of packages, right? Lockjaw fishing is really good for him. We got Zola She-Hulk? No, we don't. You can't do that in one turn. What am I talking about? Look at that. What were we just talking about? We were talking about a Cosmo. They laid that Cosmo down a little early, though, right? What if this was Wong? What if this was Wong? Then they'd feel really silly for having that Cosmo. Wow, so I really kind of want to. Can't. cannot She-Hulk Zola. There's just not enough energy in the game. You could be 5 power. That's not really all that much, though. I think we care about that. This is a destroyer deck. We need some power over on the right. This is gonna be a little scuff, but I think I'm gonna go this route. No, back up. That is really scuff. Let's go this route. Plus scuff. X mid. Oh, I keep forgetting about X in destroyer decks. Interesting. Put an Iron Man over there? Wait a second. It can't be destroyer, right? It's Zabu. What is this deck list? Wait a second. It's Zabu. It's not destroyer. I got baited by seeing Cosmo and Warpath thinking it was destroyer. They snapped. What do they possibly have? And which lanes do we have to protect all the lanes? I think we do. 3 difference here. Basically a 1 difference here and a 1 difference here. They got 5 in hand. So they can play at least 3 cards. Yeah, we're out. They can have the 1 cube. Holy smokes, Marks. I don't know how I missed that chat. You got Wong, Sarah, Wave, Zola all before hitting 1,000? That's nutty. Yeah, it could have very well been. It could have been Spectrum Walternist. That would have also put power across the board.
Hey,
I think friends? It was probably just 3/4.
Maybe.
IL Panda Babano. Panda, thank you so much for that follow, friend. Appreciate it. Getting us 1 step closer to our 1,000 follower goal. We will be dropping 10 gift subs in chat when that happens. We are doing a month of streams this month, and that was because we reached 750 followers. So, looking at streaming basically every single day. I've got like 5 rain checks just in case. From Italy, very nice, Panda. Happy to have you here. Yeah, I've got a handful of Italian viewers that come by and drop by. Good Italian presence on Twitch, to be honest. I believe you, Marks, but yeah, feel free to post a pic. That is absolutely insane luck. And they're pretty fun cards, too. I mean, Sarah's just unlocks so much. Wave unlocks so much. Zola and Wong were like my first. I got about half as lucky. Did have Zola and Wong. I might need some mods soon. I've got a couple. They lurk around. But I've been thinking on that, Marks. I think we just add 10 to each lane, don't we? Add 15 to each lane? We can add 15 to each lane. I'm okay with that too. Let's add 15 to each lane. They're not really showing a whole lot here. They might have Infinite. Ooh, an arrow. Okay, so that did kind of mess me up a bit. It definitely kind of messed me up a bit. All right, so we win Mirror Island. We lose Necroshaw. We win Mirror Island by a lot. So let's lose Necroshaw by a little and beat him out on the tiebreaker. Leader before 1,000. Oh my goodness. Marks. That's a little insane. But leader, not that good of a card. I mean, look at this guy laying down a leader. Why? We still win. Like I said, we're winning Mirror Island from a lot. Let's just lose Necroshaw by a little. Got him. All right, there we go. 96.8, big 8 cuber. All right, we got an easy Sunspot game. I'm a fan of Sunspot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. They absolutely do. And a lot of times, like, you can kind of tell the leader players who just slam leader. Because it's, I don't know, it's a little obvious that you didn't calculate. Now, granted, I miss arrow all the time, so arrow's a little hard to see coming. But there's a lot of times that just the obvious line that I'm about to release is going to beat leader, and I see people throw it down. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they touch leader tomorrow, and specifically, not just if they touch leader, but how do they touch. Wow, I really fantastically hate the fact that I cannot Zola into Sanctum, and I'm going to lose it to a squirrel. 5 cent. My nickel buddy. Good to see you in chat. Thanks for coming by, hanging out with us. Walter Ernest, by the way. Good to see you in chat, and Marks, the Big O, Panda. Got to mention that. Great to see you guys in chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, Arrow and Magneto. They're hard to predict. I also have trouble with that. I've got to win both of these, right? I've got to win both of these. So we're going to go with a Taskmaster. 30 power Taskmaster. Oh, we love our lurkers around here, Walt. We love our lurkers. Feel free to lurk. Feel free to chat. Either way, guys, just enjoy. Because I definitely enjoy it. Do you have 2 decks ready for the tournament? Absolutely not. Nowhere close. About the only thing that I've gotten down in the old noggin there was, should I buy Super Scroll? Because I could put Enchantress in one deck and Rogue and Super Scroll in the other. And both decks have ongoing tech against them. Ongoing's not really that big of a problem right now, at least not on the ladder. But the question is, what does the tournament scene look like? So we know that we're not getting battle mode in the next update, in the next patch that's coming tomorrow, but it's planned for this season, so we'll see it this month. Once that happens, getting into those Snap Clash tournaments, I'm going to be playing back and forth. I'm going to try to host tournaments here on this channel as well, and start practicing, start training. Because I do think the tournament meta is going to be very different from the ladder meta. I think it's going to be very important to have multiple win conditions that are different enough that Cosmo isn't going to shut you down. Enchantress isn't going to shut you down. And then peppering in those tech cards so that you can tech against your opponent and shut them down. But we'll see. We'll see. Yes, Scroll has the ongoing of all enemy cards. So you can take Luke Cage and Dinosaur in one game. Absolutely. And if they have an Onslaught and Iron Man, that Super Scroll is also an Onslaught Iron Man. It is pretty nutty. If we need a Zola lane, we can always move into New York on turn 6. Yeah, so a lot of times, right? It helps you tech against ongoing. It's only a tech against the ongoing. What's interesting about it, yeah, it is a 4 cost, right? So you see a little bit of Zabu synergy there. And a lot of tech cards are 4 cost. So it really makes you wonder, is Zabu just really good for the tournament scene? Because you can lay down Zabu, then also play your win condition while playing your tech card against your opponent. I don't know. We'll just have to see, chat. We'll just have to see. All right, let me think about this for a moment. Our opponent is storming and they've Ebony Mod. So they've got ways to push power across lanes. So where do I fight? I think we fight flooding in New York and we leave negative zone alone. There's a Wong. See, if we had Cosmo in this deck, boom, shut down. If we had Enchantress in this, boom, half, at least half his effectiveness gone. Definitely looking at that. Yeah, even Mystique. So if they Mystique their Dino Scroll, will be absolutely crazy. Yeah, you'd have double Dino. Another card that should have been 0 powered, Super Scroll. If your opponent doesn't have any ongoing, though, at all. Yeah, I'm doing it, chat. I'm doing it. Check this out. Check this out. We don't care about Doom. Oh, I love it! Look at Wong! Look at Wong! See, we don't have Cosmo, but we got another tech card. Arrow. Cosmo would have been stronger, for sure. Would have shut this shit down, but half effectiveness. I want Super Scroll, and I have Valk pinned, but you're really saving for Kang and MODOK. MODOK seems interesting. I like the idea of discarding your whole hand. Problem with making too many 0 power is Mr. Negative, in my opinion. Mr. Negative can definitely be a concern there, but I think Mr. Negative being negative is not... Are we in control? We are. Yo, we're gonna Wong this motherfucker again. We're gonna arrow his Wong twice. We're shutting him down. I love it. I love that he snapped us too, because he's like, oh, you've already used arrow. There's nothing you can do. Nice Odin. Nice Odin, my dude. Go over there, hang out with Storm. All right, chat. Yeah, I think Mr. Negative 0 power cards are definitely an issue there, but I don't think it's too terrible. You can still make them. Mr. Negative's gonna be that deck. You know, if it becomes really bad, then maybe they tweak it one way or the other. But playing Mr. Negative on 4 and Jane Foster on 5 is a very specific line where you also have to have the cards in your deck that you want to make 0 cost. So it's very rare to get that ultra high roll. I think that the negative 0 power deck is decently high roll. But I'm surprised they printed Mr. Negative, because that just completely, you know, puts restrictions, and they have to ask those questions every single time because of Mr. Negative, you know? Yeah, so it's definitely, like you said, Walt, it's something that they got to be aware of. I think they're really... Super Tech God coming in, saying hello. Super Tech God, great to see you, bud. Hope you're having an excellent night. You know us, we're just trying to climb, bud. We're just trying to climb. Super Tech giving out, and thank you so much, Tech. Like, really appreciate it. You ain't got to do it, but I know you just love saying hello. Super Tech gifting out some of the best emotes on Twitch to Campar I Hope TV, Von Wafer, The Legend of Gurk, I Try So Hard, It's Guest Gaming, Kunati, Henry, Whelpblade, Tyranitar, like the Pokemon, and I don't know how to pronounce the Pokemon name, my apologies, and Halix, all getting subs. Thank you, Tech. Oh my goodness. What are we doing here? We're giving up on Mojo World, right? You're great. I'm glad to hear it. Holy smokes. Debigo, dodge the sub. There'll be more. I can if we get to 1,000 followers, I'm dropping down 10. So there'll definitely be more subs that you can dodge later on, Debigo. Oh, dude, I'm glad you're at home now, Super Tech.
Hey, are you guys friends?
No, you had a day as well. Tyranitar hitting us up with the follow. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that. That's getting us one step closer to 1,000. I will be dropping those gift subs when we get there. But yeah, relaxing a little bit after work. Good to hear, Super Tech. Good to hear. All right, they got Sarah. Unfortunately, this is just 16
Supertech
over
got
on
gifted a
Kiln,
tier
but
1
there's
sub
no
to
way that they get
Tabago1.
there.
They have given 81 gift subs in the channel.
Super Tech giving out a sub to Dabigo. Can't dodge that. You can't dodge that. Super Tech, dude, thank you so much. Holy smoke. Eddie, good to see you in chat, man. How you doing? How you doing? We just trying to get a little sweaty on the climb again. Rickster also in chat. Rickster, good to see you, my friend. Guys, hope you're having a terrific Tuesday night. Our opponent snapped. That's it. We're snapping too. Holy shit. Why would you snap this? How do they snap? Why do they snap? Just joking. Yeah, no, I see that beautiful 1 month heart comet avatar next to you. Where are you thumbs up in? Did you Shang-Chi? If you Shang-Chi, then good for you. Silver Surf. Does that push you over enough on right? Oh, gets us on the Mojo World with the tie. Okay. GG's. That was pretty good. Very well calculated. Oof. All right. Dude, we've won 2 8-cubers. We can lose an 8-cuber. That's okay. Eddie, good to hear that you're great, bud. I'm doing well. Doing well. Day 3? Day 3 of the month of streams. Rickster gained 12 lever today with 1 deck. Very nice. I'm still about 76. We've gained 6 with this deck so far. So, uh-oh, Eddie about to try Zabu out for real now. Yeah, dude, I noticed, I saw that you threw up that Zabu video, like, real early. I was quite impressed. I can't edit videos worth crap. I got to get a little bit more onto the YouTube game, but I've got an idea on how I can make it a little bit easier on myself and maybe at least get something out there. But yeah, I was real impressed to see that go out. You went from 68 to 98 last night. The big go. Holy smokes. That is a bit nutty. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a little bit nutty. Oh, okay, Eddie. Literally made a random deck, played a game, and posted it. I love it. I love it, though. Even doing that, though, right? Just getting it out there, grabbing some content, being like, yeah, you want to see something random? Here it is. Random Zabu deck. As immediate as possible. I think it's also great. Like, there's people out there who want to watch several different Zabu videos, and they want to see the random ones, too. What do we run with here? We always pull Chavez, so there's no point there. We do have Arrow. This is 9 power there. That's not great. I think it's She-Hulk, and then we Arrow next turn. I haven't seen a Sandman yet either, Rickster. And I also haven't tried to play one. But yeah, no Sandman yet. Yo, is this Zola? This is Zola, we win this. You think Specimen's running the best one right now, 5 cent? I haven't seen it yet. I haven't even looked at Zabu decks. To be honest with you, I haven't looked at any Zabu decks. I got my deck right here. It did as good last season. It's doing as good this season. Look at it. Look at it beat this Shang-Chi? Shang-Chi? I thought it was Zola. I totally thought that dude dropped Zola on Black Panther. Who drops a Shang-Chi? Oh yeah, I was in his chat for a bit, but to be honest, I was paying attention to chat and what Specimen was talking about more than what deck he was playing. Oh, okay. Now you're at rank 60. I got you. You climbed. Got you. Got you. I thought you did all of that last night, Dabigo. Specimen's deck is good. I'll probably check it out. I think I'm followed to him on Twitter, so if he posts it, I'll grab it and throw it into my collection. Because once we get to Infinite, I'll start playing around with Zabu. But again, I know this deck. I know how to pilot it. I got one goal, guys. No fun till Infinite. Started back in Iron. Already back up to Bronze, though. There you go, Rickster. Lost Diablo's base. No fun till Infinite. We'll see. Hopefully we get close. I'm hoping to get Infinite the first week this time. It took me about 2 weeks maybe even 3. I think it took me 3 weeks last season. They snap us early because Bar Sinister popped. I'll pay a cube to see this. Can you still play this deck without Shuri? Honestly, Dabigo, this deck is very dependent on Shuri. Is the build around card for this deck. There's still definitely some lines here that don't include Shuri, but we don't snap unless we have Shuri. Yeah, last season was really rough. How does Taskmaster work in Bar? They're all the same power, 5 cent. The first Taskmaster will copy the last card you played. The other Taskmasters will copy that Taskmaster, I think, technically, because that's the last card you played. It does finish resolving. I'm not 100% positive. You would need something like a Red Skull or some power buff on the other side or something, maybe a Blue Marvel. But I think that the first Taskmaster has finished resolving completely and is the last card you played by the time that the location starts happening. That's my guess. I did buy Zabu. I'm a big believer in the season pass. I am lucky enough to have expendable funds that I can spend on this game. I don't know if that was the correct word for it, but I'm lucky enough to have those funds. Season pass is great value. So I even get the premium season pass, and I jump up a couple to get into the season. I don't necessarily recommend that if holding on to cash dollars is something that is a high interest to you. But the season pass in general, just $10 for the month, I think is excellent to get a new card, about 3 or 4 variants, a bunch of gold and credit resources. Yeah, I'm a big believer in the season. Got the premium pass this time too. Honestly, the bump, I did a little bit of the looking into it. I think the bump that you get is worth it. We lose this every time, right? Because I can lay down 10. This Hobgoblin's just effed me. If I lay down 10, that only puts us at what, 7? 7? They can easily get 7. We out. Disposable funds. There you go, Marks. Yeah. What'd I say? Like dispensable funds? Like I'm dispensing them into Marvel Snap? Have I seen the bug where Taskmaster copies the card off field even though it's destroyed? That's not a bug, Dabigo. That's just planned. Taskmaster copies the card no matter where the card is. If there is for some reason that the card went back to your hand, if it was the last card played, Taskmaster would still copy it. I think that's by design. Yeah, you play more than 10 hours a season, so the season pass is less than $1 an hour. That's a good way to look at it, Ernest. For sure. Is Zabu good with Doc Hart without the Hawk and Absorbing Man? You know, I don't have Hawk or Absorbing Man. I haven't looked too hard at it. Even if the card is in the middle of a sick backflip, still copies it. Marker, good to see you in chat. Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't matter. As long as it's the last card played, it can be destroyed in your hand, doing a sick
Are you
backflip.
guys friends?
Maybe it's been handed
Maybe.
over to your opponent and it's actually hanging out on their couch. Last card played gets the power. Thank you, friend, for that follow. Appreciate it, Marker. Marks gets the pass too? Yeah. I don't like how players that spend money act entitled, though. Well, it's because I am, okay? Jeez. Call me out for being entitled. 11 followers before 10 gift subs. You're right, 5 Cent. Absolutely. It's kind of funny, like, I don't like using the paved for avatars immediately when they come out. Like, I'm thinking of going back and, like, some of those avatars that I've gotten on season passes and things of that nature, going back to them about a year in when nobody's using them anymore. Because that's one thing that I kind of don't like as much. And I did it because I like this avatar, right? So I bought this avatar and immediately put it in. But I kind of hate seeing the same avatar all over the place because it's new. No, you're good, Marks. You're good. I knew. I was hounding you. This is freaking hella, ain't it? Maybe? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I wasn't paying too much attention to this one. We did play Shuri. Yo, wait, what is this hella? This is the hella from Daily Bugle. It's definitely a hella deck. It's 5,000% a hella deck. A random avatar that changes for each match? Ooh, that'd be spicy. Kind of like the random card backs in Hearthstone. I spend money. Give me Boss Null and Galactus, please. I feel that. Alright, so I could have 2 Infinauts, but they definitely have an Infinaut because they have Hella. They snapped us too. Am I about to fucking buy a ticket in this casino hell? I don't think so, guys, right? Like, this is not worth it. I wish I could see what you discarded. 3 things. One of them was Infinite. One of the things you discarded was Infinite. You're only winning by 1 point in 2 different lanes. Fuck it. Fuck it, lottery ticket. Let's go. Gonna ride this casino. 1 point. 1 point. I had Galactus pinned for the longest time and lost it because of that stupid bug. I guess we can check. Yeah, Hawk is still pinned. Okay, we want Hawk to stay pinned for sure. 1 pint of drinks. Yeah. God, I hate that bug, Ernest.
Hell yeah, now we got business.
Rick check. Thank you, bud. I never pronounced your name correctly. You haven't told me how, but I really appreciate having you here. I'm gonna keep butchering it each time and keep trying. But thank you for that Prime sub. I really appreciate it. You could have given you have everywhere to spend that Prime. You decided to throw me your Prime. Holy smokes. Thank you so much, bud. Oh, and all the emotes. Look at those great kitty cats. Yes. I know I'm biased, guys. I know I'm biased, but I think we've got some of the best emotes on Twitch. And I've got a few more slots. I need to work on filling them up. I appreciate that, Rico Ket. I appreciate that. I try to have good energy. I really do. And honestly, like a lot of my energy comes from the chat, like you guys, and even the people who don't chat that I know are watching. I got a lot of lurkers who I know they're lurking. I know that they're watching, and they have good energy too. I really like that we have good energy on this channel, right? It's community effort. Taskmaster copies the Shuri. That was like the one card I wanted to play with She-Hulk. It's fine. It's fine. It's a-okay, right? Because what happens, we win Kunlun and we use Arrow on right to pull everything over. Oh my god, that Dracula is going to eat something big though, right? It totally eats something big. It eats an Apocalypse. It does eat an Apocalypse, doesn't it? Ooh. Ooh. Good energy is contagious. Amen. Dracula, Hela. Yeah, I think this is a retreat. I thought about it, and they got something big in there. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sure it's a big Apocalypse. Yeah, it's just one cube. We can't keep buying tickets into that casino. All right. The Hela Casino, when you're buying tickets to it, sometime it high rolls on you, sometime it low rolls on you. We just give them their one cube. He's gonna eat something big, all right. These nuts. Got him. Fly Mighty B, by the way, good to see you in chat, bud. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with us. I hate everything that they've given me here with Project Pegasus. I mean, I think it's just Maximus Lizard. Oh, wow, Agatha. Aren't you just so lucky? That's the best location for an Agatha deck. Alright, now you're in full control. Your Ghost Rider is useless. Don't know if you thought about that. Agatha turn 1. At least we know. At least we know. Oh, I just remembered. Did a couple of small improvements. We've got some new commands. So first up would be song. So that should get you the link to Spotify for the song and also get you the album name. The album name not actually displaying on the stream down in the bottom corner. So, oh, there it goes. It focused in. He snapped? I don't think I care. And then we also put together a VIP command so that you guys know what commands are out there for when you're rolling to get that VIP badge. I don't have Taskmaster. I don't have anything. I'm gonna throw Red Skull down, actually. I want Luke Cage. I really do. How the hell are we running up against Hella deck after Hella deck after Hella deck? I gotta start paying attention to the discarded guys. Do they have Hella? Do we know? Is it possible to know? Have we lost? All right, let's see what happens. There's the Infinite. There's the Giganto. They had the Hella. This is my fault, guys. I keep buying tickets to the casino. And I thought to myself, no way he kept Hella that whole time. No way he was able to discard all those cards and dodge Hella. We'll be fine. It'll be like a blade that he has in his. Hella should cost 0 IMO. I mean, have 0 power. um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, she does. Zola has 0 power, right? So I can see the argument. I'm not prescribing to it, but I can see it. I'd have to think on it. Second 40 Bank of Reserves, hoping your next Series 4 is Cage. Heck yes. Heck yes, Mark. Hope it is too. Hope you dodged the M'Baku. Hella bought all her friends to the party. Yes, she did. Hella deck's a fun one. Fly Mighty. Definitely a fun deck. But, I don't know. It is what it is. Do I have a favorite set of variants like Chibi or Baby or something else? Yeah, so on that Eddie, I kind of like all the different variants for different reasons. Aesthetically, I think I tend to like the like Chibi variants the most. The which ones are they? Dan Hip variants. The Dan Hip variants are very cool. I really like the Dan Hip variants. So those are probably my two favorite aesthetic styles, Dan Hip and Chibi. Then I put 12 over here with the 5. It's not going to do anything worthwhile. Also, Taskmaster re-triggers. That's scary, but he was the last card played, so that's fine. Put 12 on each side. That's not good either. This feels awkward. I think it's just going to be red. I really do like Pixel, though. And the reason why I like Pixel is because there are so many of them, so it's the easiest way to theme a deck. So as far as like a you kind of put it out there as a set of variants, I kind of think Pixel's my favorite set because it's so easy to find Pixel cards. There's almost a Pixel variant of almost every single card. So it's easy to actually build real functional, potentially competitive decks that are all Pixel. But aesthetically, I'm going to go with TB and Dan Hip. Yeah, you have a high risk of discarding Hella. She doesn't seem to be a huge problem on ladder at all. And typically, like, the reason why she was a problem for us is because I kept buying a ticket to that casino. I should have just retreated. Normally, you want to pay attention when you notice it's a Hella deck, see if they discard Hella, and then if they do, you win. I mean, it's very predictable, I guess. I started the stream at 75.6. So 75.65 cents. Yeah, the idea is you're playing a ton of cards. Surfer has 0. Yeah. Yeah, Crush, I mean, you start drawing these comparison over to other 0 power cards. I see the argument. It's very much there. It is random power. Yeah, random location is pretty interesting. I don't know. She's definitely not been a problem on ladder, right? It's interesting. I don't know. I don't know exactly how they decide to balance these things. There's our Sandman. All right, this guy definitely going hard against Zabu. At 4. Yeah, and you can see Hella pretty far away too. I kind of feel like they don't want their 6 cost cards to be 0 power because then like you find it off the raft or something, it feels bad, you know? Because you can't even play it for points. So maybe there's a little bit of information or thought there. Arrow went bye-bye. I haven't seen Night Nurse in that yet, but that's a good point, Marks. If there's other cards coming out. Oh, Jesus. You know what happened, 5 Cent? I wanted to play Shuri. That's why you said fucking Arrow went by. I accidentally grabbed Arrow. The idea was to feed Shuri to Vormir. And then after feeding Shuri to Vormir, I had a giant Black Panther. And I could put 1 extra power on Sunspot. We out. Yeah, I was looking at my hand. I was like, something's wrong with this. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. All right, 76.2. We can get back there. We need a couple more of those big 8 cube wins. You know what I mean, guys? Those just feel good. Of course, I say that. Honestly, like, no joke. I don't think I want another 8 cube victory. Now that I think about it, because every time I get an 8 cube victory, I turn around, I get cocky, and I lose 8 cubes. If I'm just winning 4 cubes at a time, then that's probably better, because that's like, I confidently snapped, knew that I was going to win, and my opponent was foolish and stayed in. So maybe we shouldn't be wishing for 8 cubers, because that just hits my climb mentality bad. I passed turn 4? I don't know, 5 Cent. I think maybe I've just lost my ever-loving mind. I thought I was going to put Shuri down. I thought that was my plan. Obviously, I did something completely different. Another leader player has been born. Getting Mighty B, finding it from the cache. She's a 2/2, back all cards destroyed or discarded this turn, last turn, something like that. Bring back all cards. Interesting. Yeah, if it's discarded, then it's definitely strong. Destroyed is interesting. I think I just saw a data leak card that's like revive a destroyed card. I mean, we might as well play Sunspot here and get a little extra power. Honestly, Fly Mighty B, I don't think Leader's a build-around card. I think to figure out a deck with him, what you're looking for is a deck archetype that wins the game early. And then you slot Leader into that deck, because Leader is all about, if you're winning turn 5, continue winning. So look for deck archetypes that want to win early. Things that utilize, maybe Maximus, other Lizard, win early, and then secure that win with Leader. Yeah, he's very good in a Dino deck. I could see that. Next turn we get Chavez. I think this is fine. +3. That's 9. This is not fine. Alright, let's go after Sakar. Hobgoblin? Shit, I hate to see that. That really hurt. Oh shit. Shit, this isn't Surfer at all, guys. This is Cerebro. I could have played over on right. This is Cerebro. Or on left. So if you drop Bro, that's 6 more power here, so we still win it. And that wins that. Well, wait, Chavez has more points? If it's double Bro, then that's 12? 27? If they put one of the bros there, that's another 2. 28? Okay, they retreated. I was definitely not counting Patriot. I don't know if they were Surfer, though. And I don't think they were Patriot either. I'm pretty sure they were Bro, because that's a 2, that's a 2, that's a 2. These guys are 2s. And he's a 3, but he makes everybody else a 3, so then he gets broed as well. Yeah, Red Skull. Trying to say Scroll. I don't have Super Scroll. But yeah, Skull messed up his plans big time. I feel bad. I thought that was a Surfer deck for the longest time. If I noticed it was Cerebro, I probably would have snapped earlier. Yo, what's up, M'Baku? You wanna go on the hub? Yeah? Maybe hang out on the hub? What are all these things at the top of the card? See, like, this is like an ice cave he's about to enter into or something? Throw armor on X-Man. Oh, wow. It's fine. It's fine. It looks like a bunch of dicks. They're very phallic. I mean, I've got to imagine, right? Like, it looks like he's on some kind of porch, and you see this other structure over here that's got a hanging on it, right? So I have to imagine he's on, like, some kind of entryway. But I have no actual clue what it's supposed to be. Guys, guess what? We have been live now for over an hour. Not including the starting stream. The starting stream screen. So, day 3 complete. Month of streams. Alright, see you guys later. No, I'm gonna keep playing a little bit. We are doing good. 3 days strong. No rain checks yet. In January... Yeah, January has 31 days. Of course I pick a 31-day month. Dude, Dudenstein. Good to see you in chat, bud. Did I give Zabu a shot yet? I have not. In fact, I didn't even open the card until we started stream at the beginning of the stream today. No fun till infinite. We're just playing the deck that let us climb last season. I know how to pilot it. I'm just gonna boom, boom, boom. What are my feelings on the new locations? I think they're pretty good to Big O. Pretty rock heavy, right? Collapsed Mind is pretty interesting. I really want to know if Collapsed Mind destroys all rocks or just the rocks that it produced. Rickety Bridge, it's like, okay, there's another lane that you just throw armor on. That kind of makes me feel a little sad, honestly, because there's just so many locations that kind of boil down to put armor here. Put 18 power here. Friday's your birthday, Marks? Happy almost birthday. Look at us beat the leader. I got leader. I'll copy all of his cards and I'll also play death. I don't care, man. Win the hub and your leadered Chavez ain't as big as my Chavez because it's not the original, baby. Oh my goodness. But yeah, happy early birthday, Marks. I will be streaming on Friday. The plan is every day this month. Do have 5 rain checks, but I'm feeling strong. I want to hold on to those just in case we need them at the end of the month. So should be streaming sometime that night or afternoon. I've also been playing with the idea of doing some really early streams, but that requires me to wake up early enough to stream before going to work. And I like to sleep. The very next one to Big O, the one that we're getting tonight, right, is like a the losing person, the losing
Are you guys
player
friends?
gets
Maybe.
one rock here. That one's going to be interesting. And I'm going to kind of hate it for my client. Atlas Snaps coming in with the follow. Thank you, Atlas. How you doing tonight, bud? Good to see you, friend. Thanks for the follow, getting us one step closer. We are only 10 away, guys. 10 more follows, and we're getting 10 gift subs dropped in chat. Happy you were able to make a stream too, bud. This is Lamentus, so it's basically sudden death. We have Shuri and Black Panther. Yo, okay, so we win. We win, right? We win. They're a move deck? They're a move deck. Interesting. You found a list that took you from 40 to 70 since the season reset. Holy smokes. That's a lot. We have gone from 70 to about 76. But I know how to pilot this deck, and I've been feeling pretty good about it. Man, seeing that it is a move deck, I really just don't want to use Lamentus or Oscorp as my Zola lane, but I think I'm going to have to. Dude, you're going the wrong way. Let's go from 40 to 45, my friend. It's alright, though. I've definitely had that happen at the beginning of a season, too. You just start with the drop. 40 to 60 was a breeze. Yeah, the further up you get, the less willing folks are to give away those cubes. Yeah, experimentation, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Folks have different goals. Some people really want to have fun playing the game. I do really have fun playing the game. But one of my goals each month is to get infinite, and I kind of take it decently seriously in the thought process of I don't experiment, I don't try new decks. Now that got me into a rut last season because I did not try a new deck, and because of that, I was fallen. And then eventually I tried this deck, and it did really well. So there is something to be said about trying a deck, but I definitely don't want to try to build a deck. I'm not I'm nowhere near a good deck builder. Right? I was going to say I'm not fantastic. I'll go say I'm not good. PDG, good to see you in chat. You've gone from 10 to 13 in 8 hours. Elite play. Love it, PDG. Love it. I feel like the grind from 90 to 100 is worse than the rest. So sometimes, Eddie, sometimes, yeah, we got the win there. So again, like folks get really, really stingy on those cubes, and they're much less likely, like they're much more willing to retreat. But there is kind of a bonus at the 90 spot, kind of two bonuses. One of them, I think, still applies today, and that's like the extra chance to run into someone who's already infinite. So they don't care about their cubes. The other bit, and I didn't notice it last season, but in some of the earlier seasons, definitely in beta, but if you can play from like that 90 to 100, if you can play when there's not a lot of people playing, then you're going to get fed bots. And bots are, it's no longer a competition with bots, it's a puzzle. And I've got a little bit better, like if I can identify that this opponent is a bot, then I can give them priority on turn 5, which means they're going to snap because they have more power. And then we surprise the bot with a big play that they cannot counter on turn 6, and we get 8 cubes. So, yeah. I don't think that applies as much anymore, Eddie. I'm not running into bots on ladder as often. At least I'm not identifying the bots on ladder as often. But it is still kind of the luck of the draw. Like, are you going to find people who are already infinite and willing to take risks and hand out cubes? Or are you stuck at people who are really, really trying hard at the game? Which, I mean, to be fair, I'm trying hard at the game. How'd the climbing go last night? It was good, Canadian guy. It was really good. We got up to 75. We got to, like, in the first hour, we climbed, like, to 73, I think. And then we bounced around 73 for the next, like, 90 minutes. And then in 30 minutes, kind of got back up to 75. So 3 hours, five ranks. I'll take it. What's a good sub card for Daredevil? Interesting, Mighty B. Interesting. Daredevil's very interesting. Daredevil's an interesting card. I don't think there's a whole lot of good things that you could necessarily sub for him, right? Because Daredevil just has this very unique touch. It enables Professor X. It enables, like, Hobgoblin, and gives you all that kind of information. My first gut is if you're playing a deck where Daredevil's good because you want to be able to, like, lock down a location or you want to mess with your opponent, then maybe look at Black Widow. Because if you don't have Daredevil, maybe you can throw in Black Widow. You can block one of their draws, which will also disrupt their plans and maybe, not let them do the plan that they want to do on turn 5 or on turn 6, which is similar to what you do with Daredevil, using those control cards on turn 5 to mess up their plans. White Tiger. Odin. Odin ties that. 14. We have to leave. Lizard and She-Hulk middle. I took too long to think of it. But Lizard would have been a 4. 14 on middle. Tie. I think we would have lost. Because I was scared of an Odin, and an Odin is... I guess an Odin's 4 tigers. So they would have guaranteed filled up. But it's a freaking Zabu deck, so do they even run Odin? I don't know. I'd walk away for 1 cube. Get me off this round wide. 5 cent. 7 to 9 a.m. seems to give you easier opponents. Got you. Yeah, exactly. There is this weird bit, right? Like, also, I think, like, 6 p.m. Eastern to about 11 p.m. might be the toughest opponents. And my thought process behind that is that's when the adults get home and they can start playing the game after work. Whereas maybe during the day it might be more children's. But that's all very subjective, extremely subjective. And the way that they have the this Black Widow has just ruined my day. I want to draw Shuri, and they've prevented me a draw to get there. But it's all very subjective because we know that the ladder is region locked, and then inside of those region locks there are MMR buckets that you fall into, right? So quite literally, I find it, obviously people, they have a chance to, experience the ladder and talk about the ladder. And obviously, Leech and Leader has been on the ladder. It happens, right? But funny enough, where I'm at in my ladder, in my little bubble of MMR and region lock and all of that, and maybe it's just my way of being. But I didn't really notice a lot of Leech. I really didn't notice a lot of Leader. It really didn't like bug me too terribly much. I just like didn't notice them that often. Dad Tactical, good to see you, Bat. Thank you for being in chat. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Arrow wins this. You've been looking, and nothing seems even remotely similar. 100% Mighty B. 100%. There's no replacement for Daredevil. Nothing does what Daredevil does. But here's the cool thing about it, Fly Mighty B. The more you play the game, and the more you experience new decks, and you understand how people are playing those decks and piloting those decks, Daredevil becomes useless. Because as you kind of learn the ladder, and you get experience with the game, and you get experience playing decks yourself and seeing those decks play against you, you just turn around and now you have the knowledge. You understand what the lines are. You get what they're going. So sometimes it's a 50-50, right? Don't get me wrong. Daredevil makes a 50-50 a 100%. But it's kind of funny how Daredevil is a really great, good card. And then as you get more with the game, you start like not needing Daredevil as much. There's a lot of times that I'll play Daredevil and right, there's a Sanctum Sanctorum on right. And they've already filled up left. For instance, that's a dead giveaway. And I've had that happen before. And then Daredevil's just like, well, I have Daredevil on board, but there's literally only one spot you can play. Or maybe you have a Cosmo down, right? You know they're not playing on reveal on the Cosmo lane. You don't need Daredevil to tell you that they're not playing it there. So yeah, it doesn't do anything. It's very interesting of a card. It does do something. It does something very, very specifically. What I meant to say was it doesn't do anything any other card does. It's a very unique card. But I don't think there's any built around decks on it. Like, it's not so unique that you literally have to build around a deck. And that was my thought with Black Widow. Is just get something else to disrupt their plans with. Yeah, we climbing. We at 77. Yeah. Yeah, it's good for Professor X. I forgot about Gamora, by the way, Dudenstein. But yeah, Gamora also very, very good with Daredevil. And that's what he does. You either have a 33% chance, a 50% chance, or a 100% chance on turn 5 to get the Gamora trigger. Just any game, those are the three options. I guess 0% chance if you get locked out and you can't play. But those are the three chances, right? You either have 3 locations available, 2, or 1. And Daredevil just simply makes that a 100% every time. Which, I mean, is really powerful. In a game about RNG, in a game with variances around rooms and stuff, being able to take a 33% and guarantee it to 100%, that's a strong card. But I don't think there's a single deck that's literally built around Daredevil. He's there to just shore up you get to do what you want to do. And if you don't have him, sometimes you get to do it anyway. A Wild Boo Boo. You know what's great about this is like this name fits this avatar so well. I mean, this guy looks like he'd have a Wild Boo Boo, right? Like, I got to check the card art again, but he might have a bandage on him. We got Shuri. All right, we got a She-Hulk Taskmaster possibility. No Zola, so Black Panther Zola's not really all that good. They're going to make Jessica a bit bigger. That's interesting. We can also run down the Red Skull for a smooth 30. I'm going to go with the 30 route because Necroshara here kind of helps balance out, you know? Maximus really helps Zabu decks. Oh, playing into Zabu decks. I see what you're saying. Hadn't even think about that. Honestly, like, I forget Maximus makes you draw cards. Because, like, after a while, I'm always assuming that my opponent has the answer, right? Like, they have the cards that they need. I start with that basic assumption. So I forget sometimes that I'm literally increasing their odds of having what they need. They snap me? Oh shit, no. Yes, they snapped me. Now I have snapped them. I still feel good about this. 28 power on right. Maybe I should have actually played Red Skull on right so that I could have copied the full 30 instead of 28. Yeah, there's the Shang-Chi. Oh, smooth 8 cube loss. Alright. Ricochet, you have a question. What pull level to complete pull 3? You're at 996, and a lot of pull 3 is still missing. On average, around 3,000. There's no guaranteed complete buy, because once you get past like 1,000 collection level, you start pulling reserves. And reserves, I mean, even caches, they're 50-50. Reserves have a like 1 in 4 chance. There's also some weird stuff going on with like how the cards get there. So there might actually be a guaranteed top end of the collection level now, actually. Now that I think about the way they've reworked the reward system. To get to your question, Ricochet, you're looking at around 3,000. Around 3,000. I forgot who it was off the top of my head. Somebody was in chat. They're at 3,001. They're only missing 1 card. Judenstein, he's at 2796. Just needs 1 card. So somewhere between 27 and 33 is what you're hoping for. Zabu Dino deck. Yeah, when I saw the Dino come down 5 cents, I was like, wait a second, what? Because I've always thought about Zabu as a hand dump deck, right? And Dino's not about that. What was really nasty about that was freaking Shang-Chi, but what are you going to do about it? Good thing Crossbones is not a great card. Yeah. Yeah, he kind of misses the spark, right? Like, he's not really powerful enough for me to want to pull him with, like, Lockjaw or Jubilee. And his play restriction is bad enough that I don't want to play him. I want to cheat him. Ooh, Taskmaster, Death, Patriot, first 3 pulls. Those are definitely some good cards. Good lucky cards. Yeah, you're welcome, bud. That's what we're about. That's what we're about here. Yeah, I really like Taskmaster. He's a fun card. Death feels really good too. And there's so many locations that like Lamentus just immediately makes Death good, which is pretty nutty. Patriot, Patriot's like a build around, right? Like there is the Patriot deck. That's what it is. It almost feels a little bad to me that Patriot is in pool 3, because it'd be kind of nice to get it during pool 2 and be able to play against it some, you know, build around it since it's a build around card and have that deck archetype immediately. But honestly, I do very much understand why that's not the case. I don't know what I'm doing here. Dude was stoked for Death because you were running pool 2 Destruction and getting Death really boosted you at the time. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because from pool 2 you immediately have Squirrel Girl, you have Squirrel Girl, and you have Killmonger. So that's a lot of death procs right off the bat. Eddie, the patch got delayed. I did not hear this. Did not hear this. Did Ben Brode have to do a tweet? Yeah, Brode just posted it. Maximum 1 week. He Cosmoed his own surfer because I arrowed. I love arrow. Getting double arrows kind of rude too. Oof. Guess they found something, huh? See here, B Brode. We discovered a last-minute issue with the patch we were planning to release tomorrow. It will be delayed, and I will let you know more details soon. Shouldn't be longer than a week of delay, though. I should have known announcing a patch would jinx it. I'm going to like that comment. Our gray variants special. Marker saying they're the best. The gray and the gold variants, the Inkify and the gold background, good Canadian, they're rare. You have to split at least, I think, at least 4 times, maybe at least 3, and on the 4th you have the chance. And then it's like a 10% chance that you get that back on a split. Am I paying my own way for the NYC tourney? Yeah, no, I think we can talk about that 5 cent. It's not a sponsored tournament. It's not hosted by Second Dinner. It is quite literally the guys are getting together, they're organizing it, they're putting up what they can of their own bit, and then just inviting folks that they think are going to have a fun time together to come out. So it's streamer only, invite only, because the venue's small, and yeah, I'm getting there myself, getting housing, getting food, all of that stuff, paying for my own waste. Because yeah, it's just all of us just want to get together and have fun at a tournament setting. So I'm pretty sure I can talk about that. Pretty sure Kawa has said the same on his channel. I mean, if not, then Kawa can come after me. Yeah, Eddie. So the tournament actually is already closed. All of the slots have been filled up. Unfortunately, like, there won't even be a chance to have folks in New York City like come by and like visit the venue or anything, or like watch it live. It will be streamed though. It's either going to be streamed on Kawa's channel or on the QBrush channel. So it will be fully streamed, but the live event, the in-person event, will be closed just to the participants. Is there a list of participants? Yeah, you can see. Can I spell tournament correctly? No, I can't. So I'm going to just do my shortcut Creators Clash. That's Kawa's post there. He's got a full list of the participants. And then there was 2 more participants added. And I don't know if it's in that thread. So I'll read them out. I don't think I like this at all. She-Hulk doesn't do me anything. They try. You know something, Marker? It's a good chance that I misspelled tournament in the command name. So that might be exactly what's going on there. All right, so announced creators. Currently announced. Dara JN, Eggs for Sale, Valentine, Specimen, Felicity, Nina is Noob, myself, Coco4, D-Money, and Windaber. And our organizers are Super Tech God, Loot Muncher, and Kawa. And then since then, there have been 2 more announced. And I just want to make sure I see the... I just want to see the official announcement post, because I don't want to leak stuff, right? Because who knows, like, maybe that content creator themselves isn't sure that they're going to go yet, and I may be getting my channels, you know, my brains crossed. I don't want to pressure anybody who hasn't been announced. All right. And Ordinary Harry and Alex. I can't pronounce Alex's last name, but you guys know Alex. You guys know Ordinary Harry. On January 2nd, they were announced as well. So that's the list as it is today. Yeah, on my end, Marker, 100% on my end. I probably spelt it wrong. I'm not just bad at pronunciations. I'm also really bad at spelling. So I'm gonna just go up here, Marker. I'm gonna copy the way you spelt that word, and we're gonna save that up. So now tournament should correctly work. Yep, and then creator clash will also work, and then we can shortcut it real hard with CC. Oh, well, you have to use the bang still. The exclamation point. All right, chat, I need to run through the restroom and stuff. So we're going to take a quick BRB. As always, I'm going to run an ad during the BRB, but let's try to localize those abs. Localize your abs during the BRB screen. Localize the ads to when the game's not playing and they're just on BRB. Enjoying? I won't be long, be about 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes. So be sure on our BRB screen to work on your abs.
Are you guys friends?
Hello,
Maybe.
everybody out there in TV land, and thank you for sticking with us through our BRB screen. This is the Alice voice modification. You can
Hell
use your
yeah,
phone
now we
voice to
got
redeem this at
business.
any time. And, hey, we looked it up just chatting,
Are you
so
guys
all
friends?
of our alerts are triggered
Maybe.
again. Thank you guys so much for the follows tonight, the subs, club bombs. Holy smokes, it's been a fantastic night, and I really appreciate you guys making the content that much more enjoyable. Without further ado, we got a climb to get to, don't we?
Go. Wishing that those abs were localized. I feel you. I feel you, the big O. We won't talk too much about abs here. There's one type of six pack that I enjoy. You know what I mean? We're up to 77.0. Honestly, guys, I don't know if we'll make it to 80 tonight before the stream ends, but we'll see. We'll see. I am planning to quit stream shortly after 8 when the new stuff drops. We'll check out the shop. We might play a game or two, but I do kind of want to tackle that new location off stream. As I've mentioned, we are No Fun Till Infinite, and I think that location might tilt me. I don't want to tilt on stream, you know what I'm saying? A quick infinite before sleep. There's a reason why the tagline is not No Sleep Till Infinite, which is more in line with the Beach Boys song, No Sleep Till Brooklyn. We change it up, No Fun to Infinite, because I need my sleep. I need it too much. I think, I don't know if any of you guys have seen Mr. Metal. He's another streamer in the community, great guy. He was doing a No Sleep Till Infinite stream, and I laughed at him, and I said, I'll see you in 24 hours. And that was at 2:02 a.m. He is not streaming now. I'm going to have to check in on that VOD, see if he got all the way there. I'm not quite sure. I know he's not streaming now, Marker, so he either got Infinite or he got defeated by the Sleep Demon, which I got to say, I love streamers out there who put a lot of effort, right? They're talking about 24 hours, 30-hour streams. That's a lot. That's a lot to put your body through, sitting down in a chair, talking to anybody, right? I don't talk to my parents for 30 hours straight. Come on, right? So I got to say, the streamers out there who push themselves really far, hey, go for it. Happy for you, but just keep your health in mind. And as viewers, remember not to hassle them too hard if they do have to go to sleep. An inadequate replacement for caffeine. There you go, Marker. There you go. I feel that. Dude, Heimdall just came out and moved everything into Strange Academy for us. I fucking hate you, Heimdall. No, this isn't nice 5 cent. Look what it's done. It's going to destroy my Maximus. Armor's going to go right, back into X Mansion, and Maximus is going to go into Fisk and get destroyed. That's what we're looking at here. Oh, I hate it. Oh no, we'll see. We'll see. It might turn off for us or turn out for us. Positive thinking only. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Armor's going to go to Fisk first and protect us. We got Big Boy 30 here. Big Boy 30 with another Big Boy 30. Let's go ahead and snap this. I should have snapped before the Shuri came down. I got to remember that. We want to snap before the Shuri comes down. Some positronic thinking only. That's a global emote too. Cool, cat. Very nice. There it is. There it is. Kill him. Shoot him dead. Shoot him dead. It's okay though. It's okay though. We got another 30 power, right? We got another 30 power. What are they going to do? Yeah, you win the 50-50s if you really need to, right? It's okay, because what has happened is we have actually sent Armor over to protect against the Shang-Chi's. That's really what's going on here. Enchantress comes down. Wow, so this is not Luke. There we go. There we go. 4 cubes. Oh, Debigo. Set that budget, boy. Set it. Because I don't have a budget for this game, and that's a problem. It's honestly a legit problem. I'm gonna have to set a budget for this game. Yeah, we eating good today. 4 cubes for the win. You were right, 5 Cent. I was a little worried about the Heimdall, but you were right. Positive thinking, positronic thinking. That's what got us there. Oh, what's up, bud? You want to come up in the lap now? You know, before stream, you did a really, really good job of just sitting on the desk, not in front of the television. By the television, I mean the computer monitor. Yeah, Debigo. I feel it. I feel it. It's so easy to do, ain't it? I have not known. I've heard of Genshin Impact, but I haven't seen it. I also shudder to think how much money I've spent on Hearthstone over the course of Hearthstone. I tell you what, bud, if you want to get on the table, then you can get on the table tonight because you did really good before stream about being in an okay spot. Shuri into Panther. No, that's not great because we can't put them anywhere. They snapped us. They got a lot of small cards. They can get into the big house pretty easy. Right now, all I see possible for us is a 50-50. Right. Wow, what a move. What a move by our opponent. Absolutely destroyed our plans. You're thinking about buying Sarah bundle, only buying bundles that contain tokens. I think the token bundles are really good value, or at least the ones we've seen so far. They were excellent, wonderful, perfect value bundles overall on the whole. I definitely agree with the idea of going for token bundles. And I've also heard a rumor that due to some international laws, certain country laws, this is a rumor, they cannot sell a bundle that has tokens in them for cash dollars only. It always has to be gold. Now, is that really true? Is that a made up story? Is it a rumor? Probably a yes to all of it. It is definitely a true made up rumor. But it gives me a little bit of hope because I think that for the overall benefit of the community, gold is the better option. Because people who don't want to spend money on this game can get gold over time. And people who do want to spend money on this game can spend a little extra money. Let's be real, you're going to spend more money to get the gold that you have to get in order to buy the bundle than what the bundle is actually worth. And then you have a little bit. Then you have a little bit of extra time or a little bit of extra gold on your hand. Can we Black Panther Zola here? This lane? Can we snap before they see the Shuri? I'm feeling good about this one. The new Dino bundle? I actually haven't looked too much into it. Would you happen to have a link on hand to Big O? I think I saw a couple of images of it like on a stream earlier. I think it's got similar, right? It's got the variant stylings of the same guy who does the season pass stuff, and I do like the variants. But yeah, I haven't seen like what's all in the bundle yet. Yeah, it's called like the dino-sized bundle, right? Dude, they arrowed my Black Panther. Rude! I was gonna use that. It's on their website for Snap? Okay, I'll find it. And Debigo, my chat's open. You can post links. If we end up having a problem with people posting bad links, then we'll change that. But Marvel Snap community's been really, really fantastic, very respectful, and being able to share links back and forth for decks and things of that nature is also really strong. So we're gonna leave links open as thank you, 5 Cent. Thank you. We're gonna leave that open as long as we can. All right, dino-sized bundle. 5,000 credits. 310 boosters for Dino. The title, Please Do Not Step on Me. And then Horley's Savage Land avatar for Dino. Do we have a price for it, though? Cost unknown. It was an eggplant emoji. Here. Masterpiece, dino-sized. All right, so what do I think about the Dino bundle? I think the Dino bundle is pretty interesting. I like the variant. The variant is very good looking. Honestly, the 310 boosters is a lot of boosters. I haven't seen that many boosters drop at one time. 5,000 credits. So for 5,000 credits, 500, that's 10 of these. So that's 4,000 gold. So it's a $100 bundle, basically, if it comes out for gold. So this looks to be, it will be 50, hopefully. No way it's 50. No way it's 50. It's got to be more than 50. It's just too valued. Like, I hope it's 50 as well, but it takes $50 to get almost 5,000 credits. Right? You can't actually get 5,000 credits with $50. You'd be 150 gold short. So I think this is a $60 bundle, which still makes it worth it. Because it's a little bit more than $50 worth of credits, and a variant is $10. I think this is going to be a $60 bundle. Need some medicine for that sick Sabretooth. Honestly, Sabretooth in that picture looks like a necromancer. I really like the white tiger. But this one looks like a $100 bundle, honestly. Maybe it's not, but like 3 variants, that's $30 in and of itself. And then 1,500 credits, basically another 20. Maybe this is a $75 bundle. Maybe it's a $50 bundle. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what these bundles come out to. But basically, the way I value bundles is if I actually like the variants, then I'll value those variants at $10 each. And then I ask myself, is it worth the credits? If I don't like the variants, then it has to be worth the credits on its own. When which means I typically don't buy it because $10 per credit is a lot. Are you good with dag jokes? We like it. Dag jokeitis. You know, Marker, you know how you can tell a dad joke, right? Surely you know. If you woke up with dad jokeitis, you know how to tell if a joke's a dad joke, right? I mean, it's apparent. Hopefully Second Dinner will use some of those earnings to sponsor some tourneys. Yeah. That'd be cool. For sure. For sure. Oh no, I'm hoping to see a lot of community support from Second Dinner for early tournaments. People who are hosting their own tournaments, whether they be virtual or not, I'm hoping to see a lot of support from Second Dinner because that's going to be important for Second Dinner as they're figuring out how to best run their own tournament. Yeah, apparently. That got quite a few of you guys pretty good. Dad jokes are very contagious. I think I've told Eddie the time that I met Hugh Hefner, and I think it flew over at Eddie's head because he's not American, so he didn't get the punchline. Which I guess now I have to tell, right? I've brought it up. I'll have to tell that story. The tokens summoned by cards with variants should also have their respective variants. Zama, great to see you in chat. I agree with you. The problem is we are too far down the rabbit hole already. That's the problem. We're too far down the rabbit hole. They've already paid the artist for that art, and to pay those artists for the tokens as well is expensive. It's expensive. So I think, unfortunately, what we're going to end up seeing is we're... Galactus players! Oh, you must feel so good with your 12 power. Sorry, they retreated. They didn't even get to see what we had. So yeah, my bit is I think we will see tokens. I think we will see token variants come out sold as their own bit, which feels bad, but it's the only good way to pay the artist. Brompy, good to see you. Is Black Panther or Red Skull stronger after Shuri? So Black Panther, if it's just Shuri'd, is 16 power. Red Skull is 30 minus 8 at the worst. So Red Skull's more power with just Shuri. But the thing is if you get a 16 Black Panther on a lane by itself and you follow that up with Zola, now we're talking about 32s. And no negative side effect. So, all right. So I brought it up. I'll let you guys know. Couldn't hold in his Shang-Chi. Must have thought it was a Shuri thing. So I'll let you guys know about the time that I got to meet Hugh Hefner, and it's not really that exciting of a story. It was like maybe 30 seconds of interaction, right? For some of you guys, you might not know, Hugh Hefner, big time famous, like literally he made the Playboy, the whole Playboy franchise. And that's where I got to see him at. I was walking down the street, I was passing by the Playboy Mansion. And just walking by, of course, I'm looking at the mansion. I'm experiencing like what the outside looks like, but I don't have a tour or anything silly like that going on. I got no real reason, right, to be at the mansion other than just walking down the street and looking at the sights. And right in front of the gates, out in front of the mansion, there's a handful of religious men, and I can tell they're all garbed up. They've got the sign of their church out in front, and they're out there selling roses. We did not get Shuri. Black Panthers 8, 16 to both sides. They have negative. I feel like we can do this. So anyway, I'm walking by the gates, and of course they say, "Hey, would you like to buy some roses?" Yada yada, and of course, like I'm a young kid. I'm still somewhat tied to my own community church back home, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy some flowers from these religious men. So I went ahead, I pick up some roses, take those roses with me, go on my way, and I think that's going to be the end of it. And all of a sudden, Hugh Hefner comes running down this long walkway, this absolutely huge walkway out of the mansion, just yelling at these religious men, telling them, "You cannot solicit here, you cannot sell stuff on this property, get out of here." And it just goes to show you that only Hugh can prevent florist friars. And Eddie, I was hanging out in his chat and I told him that joke, and he was like, I don't get it. Florist friars, like, what does that matter? For those of you who might not know, here in the United States, we have a mascot, Smokey the Bear. And Smokey the Bear's phrase is only you can prevent forest fires. So it's a play on that. Yeah, Dad Tactical. I've got some long ones. I've got some, I would consider them like anti-jokes that are extremely long. Thank you, Ram. Thank you so much, Ram. I don't know if Hugh would want to prevent deflowering initiative. I've got some other I got two other pretty long-winded ones. I guess maybe a third one. We won't go into them tonight, but if you catch me in a mood, ask me about the golf ball story, the purple gorilla, or what happened to me at the gas station. It's like the Norm Macdonald moth joke. Yes. Oh my God, it is such a fantastic joke. Norm Macdonald is one of my aspired to straight up, like I love his comedic stylings. R.I.P. Norm, absolutely love him. Zamu, I got you. One, looking for a one on a virtual dice. Let me just get that rounded up. I could have sworn I actually pulled this together earlier before stream, and I think I have a habit before stream is like I close all windows that are not stream related, and I think I accidentally closed this one instead. What's our play here? To pass? Yeah. Such a loss. Big time, Walt. Big time. Ah, there it is. Look at there. All right. Zamu, there's nothing going on in the game. Our opponent snapped us. And I think we're okay with that because we have Shuri. So let us see here. I gotta pull the dice back up. This is not your roll, Zamu. When we hit the roll button here in just a moment, this is going to be your roll. You are looking for a 1. Does Zamu get it? Oh, it's a 9. Sorry, bud. 1 in 12 chance. Save up those channel points. Get another shot at those sweet VIPs. And yes, I do have a pet. He is Micho. He is our stream mascot. He's what all of our emotes are based off of. And you guys will never guess what window I just literally closed. Let me get this going for you, Walt. What is the hotkey? Control Shift T. There it is. So we got a Shuri here. The bathroom window. Not quite what I got to. A sheep, a drum, and a snake fall off a cliff. Bum dum hiss. But yeah, Zamu, Micho is my cat. He sometimes shows up above. He's in the slideshow somewhere. And sometimes he even comes on stream to hang out with us. But he also likes to stand right in front of the Marvel Snap window. So it's kind of hard for me to have him on stream sometimes. Real quick, we'll get to your role, Walt. I just also playing the game. I think we go Red Skull into Taskmaster. In fact, I'm positive about it because I'll silence. I'm going to snap this full now that I see it. All right, well, let's see here. You are going for an 8. Here is your roll, a D12. Let's go. Oh, this is not your roll. This is not your roll. We're just getting the dice back on. This is not your roll. All right. And luckily, it wasn't what you asked for. It was one off. Now, this is your roll. Let's go. A 10. A 10. Sorry about that, Walt. Didn't quite get there today, but save up those channel points and take another shot at it. Yeah, I feel you, Marker. That's the rough thing about like cats and dogs. It's just their lifespan is so much shorter than ours, so we can't really share as much time with them as we really want. You have to hit the number. You have to hit the number, Walt. So it's only a 1 in 12 chance. So you have to hit 8. Or like Zamu was going strictly for 1. We'll take 8. We'll take 8 cubes. Wait, was that not you? Wait. What wasn't you? Don't you be tricking me. I see the channel redemption for VIP. You ran for an 8. Zamu ran for a 1. I'm easy to debate. Don't try it. Oh, you need to hit the number, Walt. Yeah. Yeah, Walt needs to hit the number marker. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Walt, I mispronounced Marker's name. That's all that happened there. You guys have to remember, this is the channel of mispronunciations and misplays. It's not that I made a mistake. It's I simply made a mispronunciation. Bar with no name and Space Throne. Somebody gouged my eyes out with a fork. Drew Brompy. Both names are red. I really hate this. Bar with no name and Space Throne. Like, what are we trying to do here? And they're a Zabu deck? Arrow on bar. And AZ arrow. Yeah. Yep. That's what I was thinking, Walt. What I was thinking. I was also thinking maybe She-Hulk, because then I'd get 10 and 10. Oh my gosh! They run a Wong. And a rescue. What 4-cost card do you put on Wong that you get excited for? Agatha Zabu? Fly, good to see you in chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. Now I really want to see this game out to the end, because if it really is Agatha, that's insane. Hobgoblin? Ooh, Brompy. That's a spicy thought. Alright, I'm going to throw arrow on Space Throne. I feel you, Fly. Thank you so much, bud. What? The vibranium on Wong? Are they trying to go for a yellow jacket? This hurts, man. This hurts. I don't know what I'm going for. -8. Not good. Maybe hazmat. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, or yellow jacket? I think you're right. Arrow and bar probably was the play. I want to see it. Don't you dare snap at me. Omega Red? I feel physically damaged from that. I straight up feel physically damaged from that. We're going to move on, guys. If we spend too much time trying to figure that one out. Yeah, maybe they were really... I don't know. That was... And the emote, right? Like... Maybe they were trying to bluff me away, like, oh, I've got it. I'm doing something really witty that you'll never be able to figure out. Which is, by the way, I think that's why it doesn't work on ladder. Even in like a closed tournament setting, which I think tournaments should be open. I think they're more competitive that way. But even in like a closed tournament setting, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to fight you again, right? So maybe you can bluff what you have or what you don't have or something like that. But on ladder, like, bluffing's so difficult to do because just like there, it was just like, you know something? It's worth it to me. It's worth 2 cubes to find out how you beat me in this scenario. I mean, they didn't snap. They did the snap emote. And if they snapped, I would have lost. It's like they were doing a soft bluff with the emote, which is weird. So weird. Fly, by the way, your go live notification on mobile is absolutely hilarious. It gets me every time. I love seeing it. It's a good one. And I keep thinking to myself, one of these days, I'm going to just pop in there immediately, be like, yo, long time no chat. But it gets me. Your go live on mobile gets me. I don't know what it is, but something in there just gives me a little chuckle every time I see it. Just like messing with people. Amen. Do I think movement decks will become more viable? Brumpy, I think that's an interesting way to phrase the question. Do I think they will become more viable? In what context? Just in the overall lifespan of Snap, or are you talking like specifically in the tournament meta? Because I think in the tournament meta, they're very interesting. You have a lot of movement options, right? Obviously, that's the archetype of the deck, but you can kind of control where your stuff is throughout the match, which causes your opponent to have to really think. Furthermore, you could decide to move everything left one game and move everything right another game, like change how you move the cards to really put your opponent on the back foot. In the near future, I do not see it being incredibly strong. I don't see it being incredibly like more viable in the near future because I haven't noticed any leaked cards or announced cards coming out which feed into the movement archetype. I mean, honestly, Rompy, I think it is high level. Honestly, I think movement is high level. I think one or two more tricks in their bag and people will catch on to that and be able to run to it. But I think it is decently high level. The problem with it is that you get a lot of people automatically go for Heimdall. I actually think like you should take Heimdall out of your move deck. As insane as that sound, takes Heimdall out of your move deck. Did we tie perfectly? Nice. But I think they're good. Like, for instance, like, this move deck didn't accomplish anything. Why? Mantis. What is that doing in your move deck? That's no good. Collector, I actually don't know what this deck is. It wasn't a move deck. Why are you running Human Torch? That was really weird. Yeah, we love some perfect ties. But I think move in general is competitive. I think it is decently, it can be played at high level. I think people don't play it because it honestly requires a lot of thinking. And you have to play around. Like, there's a lot that you can play around. There's a lot you have to think about. You have to constantly be asking yourself, does my opponent expect the Heimdall? Do I have to worry about that? But I do really think that move might be one of the strongest archetypes because of its flexibilities. Sanctum Sanctorum, Death's Domain, Vormir, Morag. How many locations is it difficult to get into? Cosmos, Big House, all of these locations that it's decently difficult to find yourself getting into them, move decks have no issue just sliding into them. I honestly think that very similar to Leech and Leader, that recently got a big explosion because people like kind of learned how to play them, and the meta was very, very ripe. It was such a turn 6 surprise meta. It was very ripe for that Leech Leader to come out, specifically Leech. Man, you snap, I'm out. I think eventually there will be some kind of shift up in the meta, or someone's going to unlock something, and we're going to see a giant move. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, Dad Tactical. You never play for the left side, right? Because you see a move deck. That's the reason why I'm saying if you have a move deck, take Heimdall out. Take him out. Move Nightcrawler over to the left because your opponent's not playing to the left because they expect the Heimdall. Run Storm on right every time slowly for the fact of the potential move decks? Yeah. Is this a retreat? Yes. Yes, it is. We'll see one more turn. It's free to see the last turn. The Big O loving the move decks. What if there was a card that turned a location into Bifrost? Yeah, see, I actually, like, I've had that same thought in a similar way. Because then it would allow you to move right. It's interesting that locations tend to move for you guys, I think this is right. For me, this is right. Anyway, location seems to move right, whereas cards like Iron Fist move left. And I think a location that would turn something into Bifrost would be very, very interesting. It would really boost the move archetype. Sun7, LOL. Good to see you in chat, bud. Thanks for hanging out with us. Interesting considering your favorite archetype, but you struggle performing with it. Did you try to build up the best move deck in your opinion? Love the streams. Son, glad that you're loving the streams. I will show you an example of a move deck real quick that I think performs really well. I got this move deck from Ordinary Harry, and I changed one card out of it. Just one. Yeah, when move decks stray away from left lane and have gotten finessed with no Heimdall. Yeah, see, you can trick them, Fly, 100%. So yeah, this is what you're looking at, son. So here's a cool thing, right? Craven works even if your opponent moves to this location. So Craven in conjunction with Arrow, with conjunction with Magneto, really helps out and lets you control your opponent's side of the board. Doctor Strange, I think, is amazing. And Human Torch is, of course, really amazing. So now this is my deck. That's right. I have stolen this deck from Ordinary Harry because I have changed one card, so it's my deck now. That's how this works. Nightcrawler is the card I traded in. It used to be Dagger. I put Nightcrawler in here just because it guarantees if we can get Nightcrawler down, we control 100% always when Spider-Man becomes cheap. Otherwise, there's a lot of times where you don't have Spider-Man in hand, but you want to play Iron Fist and Human Torch, which is going to be a move, and you need to do that. You need to do that because, or Iron Fist into Vulture, and you need to do that because that activates their move abilities. Nightcrawler gives us a time bomb on move that we can activate to make Spider-Man cheaper. Very similar with Arrow and Magneto here, you got Polaris. Polaris coming in with Craven as well, boosting those up. So this is my favorite move deck that I've played. Sun 7. Again, originally come from Ordinary Harry. But one of the big reasons I like this is because not only are we moving our side of the board, we're moving our opponent's side of the board, which makes it this great orchestration of where the character is laying. I'm in control of all locations. I'm in control where you're putting your cards. And I think that spice of it is maybe what some move decks miss out on because they focus too much on moving their side of the board. Yeah, there you go, bud. Yeah, so there we go. Hey, Eddie, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us. Have a wonderful night and take care. But what if no Shuri Doe? I mean, that move deck doesn't have Shuri, right? Did I put Shuri in that move deck? I didn't put Shuri in that move deck. Look at you debating me. I told you that was easy to do, Marker. Oh yeah, I'm not a big fan of multiple man in move decks. Sun 7. I don't like it ends up clogging my board. The whole reason I like move decks is because I can flexibly move my pieces around. Multiple man, every time you move multiple man, you are weakening your flexibility because you've taken up 2 spots instead of just 1. Now granted, there's some really sexy things that you can do with Forge, you can do with Hulkbuster to make some really big multiple mans across your entire board, but I'm not a fan of the multiple. Oh, I got you, Marker. It does block, it does clog with, yep. Yeah. As far as if you don't have Shuri for this deck, I am sad to say, play a different deck. Shuri really is a pinnacle card in this deck. If you don't have Shuri and you want to give this a try out somewhere different, Zero. You get Zero in here for Red Skull. You do some other swaps as well to make Zero more viable, I think. Black Panther is kind of a difficult line in this one, because Black Panther is kind of difficult here because it's so shut down by Magneto. No, not Magneto. I'm thinking of Wong. It's so shut down by Cosmo. It's shut down by Arrow. But it's very, very specifically, it gets shut down by Cosmo so easily. So maybe if you kind of like what's going on here, maybe tweak this into a Zero deck instead of Shuri, because you'll have a little bit more win condition. You will now play Hearthstone. Okay, Marker. Had the feeling, yeah. Even more not playing. Yep. Yeah, I got you, Sun 7. Yeah, you're welcome, Sun 7. I'm glad to share. Hearthstone's a little nutty. Hearthstone's a little nutty. I have not. They just like released a new thing, right? They just released like a new character class, and I was playing Hearthstone when they released the Demon Hunter class, and I gotta tell you guys, like, I didn't like it. I didn't like the new class. I didn't feel like we needed a new class. I don't like the class archetype at all.
Hey, are you guys friends?
And now I've heard that they've just
Maybe.
come out. Sun7 LOL. Thank you for that follow, friend. Getting us one step closer to our 1,000 follower goal. 9 more follows, and we're dropping 10 gift subs in the chat. Shame on you. No, you're good, Sun7. No worries. Yeah, and you should be getting go live notifications all this month because we are streaming every day this month. That was our 750 follower goal. Yeah, Battlegrounds Dad Tactical is amazing until they literally made it pay to win. That upsets me. I'm just realizing this is Dracula that ate an Iceman. Good deal, good deal. Rank 1 Dad? Yo, Dad Tactical, are you stream sniping me? But yeah, when they literally put the ability, like it used to be you could use like the in-game currency in Hearthstone, whatever that's called, to like buy the season, get to choose out of 4 heroes instead of just 2. And then they locked that behind straight money. And you literally double your chances of winning every game by purchasing the season pass. And you're going to have to purchase it again. Ever since that happened over on Battlegrounds, I've been a little upset with it. I'll play every now and then. I'm not spending money on it. And honestly, I might go see about checking out TFT again, because I think that one's on mobile. I know that the original auto chess, I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's based off of like the Warcraft characters, I think, or whatever. The Dota characters. That Dota auto chess, I might go back to that one and try it out again. I liked Battlegrounds because like I could make my moves and then sit back and wait and watch. Whereas with the Dota auto chess, you're constantly refreshing the shop. You're constantly doing input. I like mobile games that I can watch TV with. Check out Marvel Snap. I'll give it a look, Marker. I'll give it a look. It's new. I mean, I only really check out games that get Game of the Year. Is this a Game of the Year type game, or is it just some kind of new game you're talking about in my chat? What do I think of Legends of Runeterra? Brompy, never played it. Can't form an opinion on it. Teamfight Tactics. TFT. Yeah, I played TFT like a little bit just to try it out. That's alright. It's pretty good. I think I like the original Dota auto chess more than Teamfight Tactics. And Battlegrounds is my favorite. Battlegrounds straight up my favorite of the auto chests out there. But I get salty when devs try to ruin me like that. 2 cubes, TVA 2 cubes. Let's go. Runeterra was fun. It was good. Good to the players. Just didn't keep your attention. Okay. I played a bunch of League of Legends like right after it first released. I don't ever want to play League of Legends. I'm done with it. Now, that's a good point, Brompy. The lore behind League of Legends is amazing. I really enjoyed that. Fuck you. I don't even know what I discarded. Go fuck off. Why did I just snap? Oh, gosh. Bad Kyle, guys. Bad Kyle just came out of me. I was talking about League of Legends. And even talking about that toxic game brought the bad Kyle out of me. Woo. Kind of flatlined just like Artifact. Yeah, it felt like it flatlined as well. But it was kind of fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah, but the lore behind it, there's a new Marvel Snap. A new Netflix show. And when I say new, I think it's like 8 months old. But it's a League of Legends anime. And that's really good. It's really good. The fact that they came out with all that story, with all those lures, straight from scratch for that MOBA game is very impressive. Yeah. I just mispronounced Netflix, okay, guys? Oh my god. Give me the. Oh, your in-game name is also Dad Tactical? I was just joking about stream sniping, by the way. I didn't that may have came off not apparent on the sarcasm. I just noticed the dad in the name and wanted to be sarcastic. But it's good to know that your in-game name's the same as Twitch. I'll keep an eye out for you. I like to piece together the Twitch community and the Marvel Snap in-game name. Love to keep eyes out for folks. Does Strong Guy work with Apocalypse? If you play Apocalypse, right? You have to play Apocalypse out of your hand. It's also impossible to insult you. Oh, interesting, Dad Tactical. Oh, there you are, Crush. Yeah. So you'd have to play Apocalypse, right? Oh, you're good, Marker. You're good. No, I like your banter. You fit in. I think I read your sarcasm and your jokes in text. I know that's a really hard thing to like get, to be honest. You know, when it's just text, you don't get the facial expression, you don't get the tone. But I think you do a pretty good job of conveying that. I think I've picked up on how you joking, you kid, and I enjoy it. I like having you in here with us. So you good. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Exactly, Crush. You would have to play him last turn. And have nothing left in your hand. Then Strong Guy would work. But the problem is right, like you're trying to discard APOC throughout the game, so you want APOC in your hand early, and then you're drawing a card off the top of your deck on turn 6, right? It's not going to be Wasp and Yellow Jacket that you can play alongside with APOC because those are bad discard targets per chance. I think. So I think that's the struggle bus between Strong Guy and APOC. It would work if you could play APOC, but you've also drawn a card off the top of your deck. So if you're playing APOC, you still have a card in your hand. Go, Miker! Good to see you. Good to see you in chat. We are wrecking nerds on the ladder. Now that's an interesting spicy thing about this deck, guys. People expect Zola to go on Black Panther. They see a 30 power Red Skull, they anticipate the Taskmaster. So, he was expecting Taskmaster to come down, figured he could Shang-Chi the original. Taskmaster still triggers, but at least he's winning the mines. No, it's Zola. We're dodging Shang-Chi's up in this place. Dracula and Apocalypse with Strong Guy. Yeah, that's T.O. Marshall. Very much. Good to see you in chat. Yeah, that would probably work. You could get the Dracula to eat the APOC, make sure you empty the rest of your hand, and then Strong Guy after that Dracula discard would be there. Yeah, we got that good old Zola. There it is. There's the 80. There's the 80. Omega Gamers. We are up to 81 because when you break into a new rank category with Marvel Snap, they give you 10 cubes for free so that if you lose your very next game, it doesn't feel as bad. There we are, guys. Do you think the matchmaking pairs you against people with similar cards? Brompy. Yes. Question mark. There are some rules about it. I don't want to speak too much on them because I don't know them. I only know rumors of them. But there's like some rule that says you can only match against somebody who has no more than X number of cards that you have never seen before. So that's apparently rumored, and that's going to help you get closer to like similar cards, right? Because if you've not seen a whole lot of cards, the other people haven't seen a whole lot of cards, right? But whereas if they're playing 5 cards you've never even seen before, chances are if you've never even seen them, you definitely don't have them, right? So a little bit. Matchmaking tries to pair people against with like collection level, hidden MMR, your current rank, what cards you've actually seen, and the algorithm is a secret black box that some people have tried to make sense of, and I don't think there's any sense to be made out of it because it's a secret algorithm. They don't want you to be able to crack it, you know? So yeah, similar collector levels, but 5 cent, I've gone up. When I was at like 4,000, I went up against somebody who had a 900 collection level. And I know this because we talked about it on Discord. He DM'd me. He was like, how is this happening? I was like, you have to be that good at the game. Like, that's the only thing I can think of, is that if you are ranking against people with such a high collection level compared to you, it's because your hidden MMR factor of that algorithm is pushing you so high. Or at least that's my guess. Rescue should merge like Hulkbuster? Ooh, marker. I want to see more Hulkbuster type cards, and I think that would be cool. Like a backwards Hulkbuster. Instead of you play Hulkbuster on a card, you play a different Iron Man suit, and then the next card you play at that location goes into the suit. Marker coming up with ideas. 81, King Wretched, good to see you in chat. Yeah, we just hit 81. We just got here. Only played last night on stream, played tonight on stream. It was a 3-hour stream last night. It is about 2.5 hour stream tonight. So about 6 hours, we were able to get to 81. Doesn't APOC stay in your hand with Dracula? Oh, Comiker, holy smokes, you're right. You're right. Comiker, that whole thing we were talking about, yeah, you are 100% right. Dracula would go back into your hand. We wouldn't actually get to keep it. So Strong Guy would still be unbuffed. Good call. Good call. Thank you for pointing that out and correcting me. Only just hit bronze. Dag Tactical, you'll get there. You'll get there. Sometimes you go up 10 ranks in like an hour. Other times it's the same rank for day. Brompy, 100% with you. 100% with you. Absolutely. I've had a very similar experience. Very similar. All right, guys. I think that's going to be it for the night, though. I did want to kind of quit close to 8. Now, remember, this is January. This is the month of streams, so we will be back in tomorrow with another stream. In fact, we're going to be doing Cube Rush. That's right. We're bringing Cube Rush back, and we will be participating. So Cube Rush tomorrow, 6:30 Eastern. Yep, it's about shop rotation time. So, guys, enjoy checking out your shops. Keep an eye out for them. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Again, I say it once. I'll say it again and again and again 1,000,000 times. Marvel Snap is a super fun and exciting, excellent game. It's more fun when I get to play it with you guys, hanging out in chat. So thank you so much. Whether or not you were subscribing with your Prime sub, Ricochet, or if you were dropping gift bombs, Super Tech God, or if you were following today, all the great new followers getting us that much closer to our 1,000 follower gift sub. We got Sun, we got Atlas, we got Marker, we got Tyranitar, we got Panda who followed today. Guys, thank you guys so very fucking much. See you tomorrow. Happy New Year. We're going to go over to our ending screen. We're going to run some credits, and we are going to find another Marvel Snap player to raid. So hang out with me, if you will, just to check out the credits. And then we'll find somebody else to go hang out with for a little bit and raid. You know? See you guys tomorrow.